Hi, Rich Tribe from B People Group. Just listening to kind of some of the underlying themes between everything that's been discussed here. It feels like, the two big blockers are the complexity of some of the issues and the way different decisions all kind of interact with each other. And as a result, the kind of fact that time, then people can't make those decisions quickly because they're not sure if this is the right decision, and whether there's too much risk involved or whether this is the most commercial way to do something. Should I invest in this to help that happen? And it also feels a bit like AI kind of maybe could unlock some of this. And I just wonder whether, particularly, I guess, Buffy, whether you have a view if someone really did come up with a kind of a silver bullet that was an AI engine that could solve a lot of this stuff really quickly, whether someone might actually make that openly available in the same way that you're looking to share some of the expertise you're creating in the steel industry, and actually not, stop looking at it as a commercial model, a commercial product, and whether there are maybe some of the tech guys that have made enough money in their life to actually sort of almost gift this sort of technology to business in general to try and make things happen and save us all.
Well, it's a great question. I am investor backed, so I'm going to be cautious in my response. I got into this business because I want to make the world a better place, to coin the Silicon Valley catchphrase. I assume people have seen this sitcom, but absolutely, yes. I think there is so much that can be done, and I think there is so much anxiety around what's happening with ChatGPT at the moment and what technology the AI technology can do to humanity. But we focused on the AI. It's closed loop. We're not dealing with people's data. We're not trying to take over people's jobs, although there will be an element of that. And it really is for, focusing on what we can do to make change. Once that's out there, we're UCL Cambridge backed. My team want to write research papers. That is going to be public. That is going to be out there, and it will be replicated. It is not going to be the answer. We wrote a white paper called 3 Technologies to Tackle Climate Change. We're specifically focusing on cement. And unsurprisingly, AI is part of that answer. But we assessed 13 technologies for the cement sector, looked at the viability, whether it was rare, the cost of implementation. We came up with 3 solutions that would take us 81% of the way to our net zero targets that are available today. And one of them was biomass. So back to the point of renewable energies and alternative fuels, reducing the amount of fossil fuels that you're using. The other one was substitutionist cementitious materials. Try and say that after a couple of glasses of wine. And that is, reducing the amount of clinker in the cement to reduce the, that's the carbon intensive part of cement production. And the other is AI. So there's no process that isn't going to be improved by process efficiency and the insights that you get from AI, but it is not going to be the answer on itself. So yes, I think there's huge amounts that we can do, and I think once it's out there, and everyone can use it. And I'm very much open to, we've got bigger problems. There's loads of things that we can do in the space, and we want to commercialize it. But there are other, technologies and approaches to doing that. So be very much open to putting it out there. But it is on itself is not going to be the answer. So
just to
a balanced answer.
I was going to say, it's kind of from a different tack when you talk about time and breaking down the barriers. I think one of the keys, particularly if we're talking about construction and infrastructure, is collaboration and really early intervention. I mean, a lot of the projects that I work on, we're very much talking pre-design stage. So we're kind of identifying and assessing the risk before they've even got to the point of looking at drawing up the designs. And then you take those designs and you develop them not just with you or the developer in mind, but with the investor in mind, with the insurer in mind, with all of the stakeholders, all getting a chance to actually review before you get too far down the line to really speed up that process. And the old model is insurance is well, we'll build something, then we'll look at insuring it. Mm-hmm. You can't do that with new tech and with new infrastructure. a lot of the project we do, we're taking it and we're almost ensuring from day one the construction element of the risk and the operational. So once it's finished being built, and we're doing that at day one, so that you don't find yourself having built something that you can't insure at a later date. So to save all of that time and all of that risk of it not working or not being able to protect yourself, talking to the right people right from day one and getting all of the people around the table can eliminate a lot of that and speed up the whole process.
And I just want to pick up on that point, and it's a conversation we had earlier, is about what people's definition of AI is. What we can do, what we're able to do, is we're taking live data from the cement plant, so we are absolutely modelling what is happening in a cement kiln in real time. But a lot of that is data analytics and modelling, and we can build a digital twin. Everyone's talking about digital twins. We can see what would happen if you replace this piece of hardware, what's that going to happen on all these other factors. That's not what my definition of as AI. We're talking about deep reinforcement learning in my context. A lot of it is data analytics, data visualization, and that is going to have huge advances. You can test these things without having to build the plant and finding out later that you just spent a lot of money on something that didn't work. So yeah, there's huge advances that are going to happen from that.